Okay, continuing from where we left, um, we can also change the levels at which the text is shown. Text can be shown with a tree depth of 1 or 2 or more, depending on how the text is organized. Then the text content also can be modified for users to view. For example, on what column you want to search on, which column that was uploaded should be considered a sequence number, and so on and so forth. These are features for people who deal with managing the content on the site. We can also import it in bulk by choosing a particular file, and then the content will be bulk imported or updated. If you prefer to edit offline and then upload online, then you can also do bulk uh, update. You can also do a bulk export. Let me show one of these features. For example, Chatushloki is consisting of 4 shlokas. So I'll say from 1 to 4 you export, and then it will instantly export that file, and then we can go and see that these are the records that I had in the database, and which you can see all those records in bulk. You can use the same format also to import these records. Then apart from that, in content management, you can also edit text records. While there are two kinds of edit, this edit is for individual record level, but all fields. For example, in the same Chatushloki, suppose I want to edit shloka number 1, then the shloka number 1 comes. You can choose any of the fields, and then the corresponding field will be brought up, and then we can go and edit these and then save it, then update this. This kind of edit is also available in the navigation tree for people with contributor permission. For example, if we go to the book tree, and then from there, if we choose a particular work, and then if we browse to that work, then if you are a contributor or administrator, edit controls are enabled, and then you can use that to online edit what you are seeing. You can also do the same thing from content management. Then last feature in content management is relationships. So you can also edit which book is related to which other book. For example, if we look at how the related books were shown for some of the books that we were seeing. For example, Deshika Prabandham, then certain other books have been added as related books. You can add a two-way or one-way relationship. Two-way will relate both forward and reverse. One-way will relate in the forward direction. For example, Deshika Prabandham, Moolam has been related to the Vyakyanam this way, and that enables the tree and the content page to actually show related books, and then and then navigate to related sections. For the administrators, there is a way by which they can see who are the people that need to be approved, then go and approve them. There's a registration approval page for existing users who have come for approval and whose approval is pending. And then for people who have approved, then there are these 3 levels that I talked about: reader, contributor, administrator. These can be assigned and passwords can be reset. That covers most of the features that are there in the website. There is also a PowerPoint deck that I started with that covers what is there, what kind of features are there in authentication, access control, how these things work, how you go to a first login, second login, and so on, where you change password, what types of access are there, and for each access, what kind of features you get as a reader, as an administrator, or as a contributor. Then reader features, contributor, the original pages that appear, how an administrator can change the access, what kind of features are there in content management, the reader features in little more details, the trees in different languages, the accent-based view, then navigation, font download, related section navigation, search, by phrase, search by scope, multiple scopes, sequence, multi-language search, web keyboards, how text can be edited, what we do for manuscripts, browse, search, and so on, how we can create a new text, how the text organization can be changed, how individual records can be updated, how the same thing can be done in bulk, how book relationships can be added, and so on. And we can, in fact, also change how the tree appears as well on the left. We'll also add more instructions for people who would be potential users of the site, and we'll also make this PowerPoint deck shareable for people who would like to understand more about this. I'd like to stop here. Are there any questions? Please.
There are no questions, of course. Anyway, we thank Sri Rangarajan to just have given a glimpse about the website that we have built over the years, and which contains a lot of authentic reference material. And this keeps on ever expanding. This second